Oh, God. Man. That's right, folks. If you read the title, that's what happened. And that's why I'm in so much pain. She used a cane to beat me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Collector's Vault, where cardboard is king. My name is Mike. And today, I want to talk about some things that we've been acquiring, kind of, adding to the vault. Or as I think we've called it the Collector's Hall in the past. I did have more to show you guys. I had a lot of nice, cool new Pokemon product. It was actually the new Shining Fates boxes, but unfortunately something really terrible happened. I was just walking along, minding my own business, and then a little old lady came up on a motorized cart and said, "Young man, you better give me those Shining Fates boxes or else." And I said, "Ma'am, please don't do that. I really want these boxes for my collection." And then she said, "Alright then, feel my wrath." And now here I am. Don't got any Shining Fates. It's all her fault. But she didn't stop me from picking up some really good Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So without further ado, let's go to the table and I'll show you guys what we've been picking up and we're going to add to the vault in this Collector's Hall video. So, let's check it out. Alright everybody, here we go. Time to look over some really cool Yu-Gi-Oh cards we've been picking up and adding to the vault. Before I go into these guys, I want to show you guys an actual sealed box we picked up, and it is a first edition Code of the Duelist box. I kind of just wanted to get this because someone had this for like an insanely cheap deal, and of course I thought it was like kind of too good to be true because it was like really undervalued for what I expected this box to be going for. Because I mean, it being the very first pack in the Link series, I figured it would have some kind of like a premium by now, but these are, I mean, even so, these boxes are actually really undervalued. I think the reason why they are so cheap is because the only real card to pull out of the set is maybe something like Firewall. Because a lot of I really can't think of any crazy cards in the set. All of the Twilight Sworns that were in this set really aren't worth much. And maybe that's a mistake, and maybe they should be worth more. But yeah, I think it's because this package doesn't really have anything that was like relevant to the meta. And I think this is why this set was kind of a flop. Like even like the what was that first Link deck? The World Chalice, even they really didn't take off. The Gokis weren't really high rarity in this set, so I guess overall it's probably not that much to pull, all except for the Firewall. That's kind of probably the only card you actually want to pull out of this box, so therefore that's probably why it's so cheap. But even for the price I paid for this, like I felt like it was a little bit under. I think it was like too good to be true. But I wanted to add one of these to the vault, so and now we have a nice original first edition box of the very first Link set, Code of the Duelist. So that's pretty cool. And now I wanted to show some of our Yu-Gi-Oh cards we've been picking up. And so we'll start with this. These are all kind of all sleeved up. But first we have a Collector's Rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler. A lot of these are Collector's Rares, and I feel like these are really undervalued. Now, I understand like the Collector's Rares that came out of Toon Chaos are worth more because that set was just so popular and sold out like almost immediately. So coming across those first edition, especially the first edition boxes, they're really hard to come by. Therefore, I think the first edition Toon Chaos Collector's Rares, that's why they were worth so much. But Genesis Impact, although definitely nowhere near as popular of a set as Toon Chaos, it's still really cool because they do have amazing. They do have great decks in there. I think they have the Drytrons, which are obviously probably the best deck in the game right now, arguably. And it kind of makes some of the Collector's Rares in that set kind of go underlooked. But like just look at this card. I mean, Beat Cop is out again. Beat Cop is not really like a Link monster that many people are playing right now. I mean, maybe Burning Abyss might play it, but I mean, it's for a card that is this difficult to pull in this series, like. And for cards that just look this incredible. I mean, look at this. This basically looks very similar to like how the Ultimate version of Old looked. And I mean, I really think these cards like some of these cards honestly can probably even today be picked up for like under $30. And I feel like for as difficult as they are to pull, why would you not try to get them? Because they're just so nice. Let me see if I can set these up for you guys. So next is another of the Collector's Rares from Just Impact and Drytron Midiatus Quadrantid. Again, really cool looking card. I think the Drytrons have a really cool like appearance, how they're like robotic dragons. And again, this is I think this is actually one of the Drytron like ritual monsters that does not really see relevant meta play. But I just think like when it comes to the artwork, I'm trying to capture it in the light so that way you don't get this glare. But yeah, I just feel like this is just such a really cool looking card. Like, I really think the collector's rare pops when you shine it in the light like this. And again, I think you can get these for under like $30 or under $40. So I got these like for, I think the one seller I talked to, like, he gave them to me for like an insane deal. So I really couldn't say no. But I just want to say, like, yeah, for even though these cards are not, they're nowhere near like meta relevant cards, and they're not like the Ghost Rares of old. These are still really undervalued. I think anybody should want to pick these up. And here's another one, Alistair the Invoker of Madness, which is obviously a reprint in Genesis Impact. But again, like, just look how nice the Collector's Rare pops. Like, he has like that this like swirling effect. Like, I'm trying to catch it in the light. There, see that? Like, look at that. I think this looks so cool. And I guess if you want, you can probably, and this is actually like also a meta relevant card in any deck that uses like Alistair the Invoker. Like the Invoked engine definitely uses this. Like, I think Shadow Invoke was using this guy, and I think this is definitely what I would say the highest rarity of this card. Again, like, super undervalued. I think you can still pick this card up for under $20. Why would you not buy this? Next in the lineup, which is actually the last of the collector's rares I picked up, is probably the most meta relevant card among these, which is probably Drytron Medianus Draconids, and this is the Drytron ritual monster that actually does see some play. It's funny, I think Drytrons don't even really play their ritual monsters, they just play the Heralds and like the Herald Ultimateness or whatever. But I have seen some of those builds playing at least one of these guys, because this is like the Drytron boss monster, and he actually is really good. And but again, like, visually, like man, look at the collector's rare in this card. It pops so nicely. And I think this is probably the most expensive of all like the collector's rares, like, amongst these. And again, super undervalued, and you can get this guy for so cheap. But like, these, I think honestly, this is like a gold mine. Getting these cards for as cheap as they are right now, these are going to be worth so much more money in the future. I tell people, look at the Ghost Rares. There are so many Ghost Rares that were like they were just bad. They were not meta relevant cards, but collectible wise, they were really good. But they were so undervalued for the longest time that only now are they actually reaching these incredibly high prices. I would not be shocked if these guys fall in line, just like the Toon Chaos Collector's Rares. So now we're going to move on to some other really cool, like, I guess you can call them, what would be the best word to describe this? Lottery cards. They are not collector's rares, but they are Starlight rares. And the first is the Tri-Brigade Farragut, the Baron Blossom, which is basically the link 2 for the Tri-Brigade deck, or the Tri-Brigade engine, I guess. And man, I swear, like, when you actually hold these Starlight rares like, up in the light, like, it looks like a sticker. I mean, I remember there was the Platinum Secret Rare cards in those tins. I think it was Tiger King and one of the Bujin rank 4s, and like they looked like one of those stickers you get in the vending machines, and these kind of look like it too. But I will admit, when you hold it up in person and you shine it in the light, it is pretty cool. I think it's kind of hard to see the actual artwork of Farragut in this picture, but man, I'm not gonna lie, it looks really sick when you hold it like this. Like, it just really like astonishes me. But again, this card apparently has gone up in price. I think these are now potentially pushing 200, but again, I got it for much less than that because this is actually just I think this is actually one of those Starlight rares that people did not want from. It was like one of the weaker Starlight rares from Phantom Rage, and Phantom Rage is actually an insanely cheap set. If you guys ever want to get like sealed product, get Phantom Rage. I think they're like $50 a box still. It'll be like over 100 in no time, I think. And finally, the last card we picked up is actually probably my favorite card that I picked up today, because he is like a really good. He's a favorite card of mine, or I guess kind of like one of my favorites, and that is the Starlight Rare Trishula. And it's funny because this guy has so many reprints, and he actually just got another reprint in the structure deck, the Ice Barrier structure deck. I think he's a super rare or ultra. I forget. I think he's a super rare. But man, this is definitely one of the like. I think it's because this is the very first synchro monster to give the Starlight Rare treatment, and so when you shine it in the light, you see that like insane like I guess like prismatic or prismatic hologram look. Like, it looks really crazy. I mean, I love it when you catch it in the light, you see like the lines like shift across them. But yeah, man, Trishula Dragon Ice Barrier, again, a card that has been, I think people are buying this out now. So I kind of wish I wish I got more when I had the chance, but I was only able to acquire one. But yeah, really cool looking card. So just wanted to show you guys I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys some things that we're adding to the vault. And yeah, if you guys really enjoyed this, please let me know if you guys want to see any more. Well, this is all Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I definitely have a video lined up for some more of the Pokemon stuff that I've been acquiring. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.